Hello viewers, this Too Fast here. In today's video I'll be installing a dashcam into this 2023 Nissan Rogue. Now the dashcam that I'll be installing is a Thinkware Q1000, which is a 2-channel Quad HD dashcam. And I'll also be installing a dashcam battery pack for the parking mode recording. And the battery pack that I'll be using is a Black Box My Car Powercell 8. Now I've already done a full review of the dashcam and the battery pack in the past, so if you want to check those videos out, I'll include the link in the video description. Also, if you're interested in getting these parts, check out the links below. I'll show you all the steps involved for this installation, so let's get started. And right here is a Q1000 dashcam. Here's the dashcam. Comes with the wiring harness and the rear camera. In this box is the Powercell 8. Here's the battery pack. And this also comes with its own wiring harness. I do want to mention, by having a dedicated dashcam battery pack, the dashcam parking mode function will not be drawing power from the car battery. Instead, it will be powered by the battery pack. And by doing it this way, you will not put any wear and tear on your car battery. If you are to hardwire the dashcam to your fuse box, whenever you turn off the ignition and the dashcam go into parking mode, it will be draining power from the car battery. The way the battery pack works is, while you're driving, it will charge your battery pack, and when you turn off the ignition, the battery pack will provide power to the dashcam for parking mode. And that's why it will never use a car battery to power the dashcam. Here's a look at all the parts. On the left side is a dashcam, on the right side is a battery pack. Right here is a front camera, there's a rear camera, comes with the memory card, there's a cable for connecting the rear camera, and this dashcam comes with 2 power cables. There's a cigarette lighter power cable and the hardwire power cable. If you're installing this dashcam without the battery pack, then you'll use one of these power cables. And to utilize the parking mode recording, you do need to hardwire the dashcam into your fuse box. Now, since I'll be installing the battery pack, when I turn off the ignition, this will provide power to the dashcam for parking mode recording. And to do that, I will not be using these 2 power cables, but instead I'll be using this power cable right here. This will allow me to connect one end to the battery pack and the other end to the dashcam. Now, to charge a battery pack, there are 2 input power cables. This one here is a cigarette lighter power cable, and the other one is for you to connect to the fuse box. I'll be installing this power cable as it allows for high current charging. So I do not need this power cable. So right here are all the parts I'll be installing into the Nissan Rogue. Before I forget, this dashcam does come with a heat blocking film that you can install onto the windshield, and this to reduce the heating of the dashcam. Here I'll install the memory card. First I'll install the heat shield. Next I'll connect the power cable and the rear camera cable to the dashcam. I went ahead and removed the backing on double-sided tape of the dashcam and then stick this onto the heat blocking film. Next I'm going to remove this panel right here. It's held on by 4 clips. I'm going to route both the power cable and the rear camera cable up to the headliner. And on this panel there's a notch right here you can feed all the wires through. Tuck both cables under the headliner and run it towards the driver's A-pillar. Pull back on this weather stripping and pop this panel out. I'm going to route both cables behind the side curtain airbag, not in front of it. The power cable will need to go down to the driver's side kick panel, and the rear camera cable will run along the side towards the back of the car. So now both of these cables are behind the side curtain airbag. For the dashcam's power cable, I need to run this down the A-pillar towards the kick panel, and then route it underneath the side step, and it will be connected to the dashcam battery. Remove the side step. Here I have the dashcam DC output cable and the battery pack input power cable. I'll route both of these cables underneath the seat rail. Here are the two cables. I'll connect the output cable and the input cable. And I'll place a battery pack underneath the seat right here. I'll route both cables along this factory wire loom. With a DC output cable, I'll use a tie wrap and tie up the extra cable. You can tuck the cable underneath the panel. Go ahead and remove the fuse panel cover. And I'll need to route the DC input cable to the fuse box. I'll use some Tesa tape and wrap these two cables. Now I'll put this panel back on. Also reinstall this side panel. And for the rear camera cable, I'll route this up along the side towards the back. And reinstall the weather stripping. I'm going to tuck the rear camera cable behind the panel. Continue routing the cable to the back. Pull back on this weather stripping. Most likely you'll have extra cable. Go ahead and tuck this behind the headliner. I'll connect the rear camera cable to the rear camera. Remove the backing on double side tape. Now stick this directly onto the back window. I'll route the cable right behind the headliner and then reinstall the weather stripping. Here's a look of the installed rear camera. Install a couple of clips here to hold the wire in place. I ran the wire underneath the weather stripping over to the left side. And here's a look at the rear camera from the inside of the car. Since I'm installing the battery pack for the dash cam, the only power connection I need to make is ignition 12 volt going to the battery pack. So while I'm driving, the ignition 12 volt will charge a battery pack. And when I turn off the ignition, the battery pack will power the dash cam parking mode. Now looking at this fuse panel diagram, there are two power socket circuits I can tap onto for ignition 12 volt. There's one over here, and there's also one over here. I'm going to tap the first one at the top that says power socket 20 amp. And look at the fuse panel. That fuse is a yellow fuse right here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this fuse. Now this fuse you see here is a micro 2 style. To tap the power onto this circuit, I'll be using a fuse tap, and this one here is a micro 2 fuse tap. I need to find out which side of the fuse the power is coming in on. And here I have a multimeter that I'll use to test this. I'll put the probe on one side of the fuse slot, turn on the ignition, and see if I get any power. I'll first probe the right side, and the multimeter shows 0 volt. Now I'll probe the other side, and the multimeter shows 12 volt. So the power is coming in on the left side and then going out on the right side. I'll crimp the fuse tap to the positive wire. Here's a look at the fuse tap. The original fuse is placed on the bottom slot of the fuse tap, and then on the top slot I have a 10 amp fuse installed. Now when you're installing this fuse tap into your fuse box, make sure the power is coming in on the left side of the fuse tap and then going out on the right side. That's why we used the multimeter earlier to find out which side of the fuse slot has power coming in and which side has the power going out. And the fuse tab needs to be installed properly so the circuit is protected with a fuse. If you flip it the other way around, the accessory is not going to have any fuse protection. Now plug that fuse tap into that slot. Here's a look at the installed fuse tap. For this ground wire, I'll be connecting it to this grounding bolt right here. Put it through the spring terminal and then reinstall the bolts. Here's the installed ground bolts. So at this time the installation is complete. Now there's one more thing you need to do. On the battery pack there's an on-off switch Go ahead and switch this from off to high. When I turn on the ignition,
please have a safe drive today.
The dashcam will begin recording both the front camera and the rear camera simultaneously. When I turn off the ignition, the dashcam will turn off automatically and go into parking mode recording. With this dashcam, it will detect both motion and impact to the vehicle.
Parking recording will now start.
When you come back to your car and start it up, this dashcam will notify you of any event recording while you're away.
During parking mode. Motion detection recording. 6 and event detection recording. 1. Occurred. Please have a safe drive today.
If you have a Nissan Rogue or maybe a different vehicle, I hope you found this video to be helpful if you're thinking about installing a dashcam system into your vehicle. With this system that I installed, you'll have full protection with a 2-channel camera system. Whether the vehicle is driving or is parked, it'll capture any events happening around your vehicle. Again, if you're interested in watching the full review of the dashcam and the battery pack that I installed, I'll include the link below. And if you want to purchase this same system, I'll also include the link where you can buy it. If you have any questions or comments, leave one in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.